Assalamu alaikum, brothers. It's your brother Imran here. I've been asked to do a short little reminder about the coronavirus situation in general and just a little bit about Eid and coming towards the end of Ramadan. So, Bismillah. Um, just to kick off by saying we're living in unprecedented times, in a very unusual situation with a deadly virus spreading all over the world, affecting so many people and so many deaths from it. Pray to Allah that He uplifts this calamity from us all as soon as possible, and also take this as an opportunity to almost wake us up from our slumber, our ghaflat, our heedlessness, and use it as an opportunity to reset and recognize and praise our Creator Allah, and we ask for forgiveness, and we ask Allah to have rahmah on us. Moving on, just a little bit of advice as a healthcare professional. Already a few doctors have mentioned it, so just to re-emphasize two of the key points. One is social distancing, which is basically essentially staying at home and keeping away from anybody that we don't live with. So basically only to go out under certain circumstances, which is basically to get some food, to get some medication, to go for blood tests, to go to work if you can't work from home, and maybe a little bit of exercise. But really, essentially, that is it. The rest of the time we should be staying at home and should be staying safe. And if we do go out for these situations, then we have to exercise social distancing with the necessary guidelines, and it's at least 2 meters apart. Try to maybe use extra personal protection equipment such as a mask or maybe gloves, and follow the guidelines that's out there, and inshallah we'll stay protected and stop any spread on the transmission of the virus. And the second thing is to emphasize is the washing of the hands. That's one of the most important advices that we can give. Keep washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, and this will allow the virus to be killed, and not allow it to be basically enter into our system, and try to avoid maybe touching your face, and just washing your hands on a regular basis. Moving on to just a little bit final point about Ramadan and Eid. Just to maybe talk a little bit about Eid, where it is looking likely, and we have to be exercising extreme caution and exercise social distancing, which means unfortunately not meeting up with family, friends, and staying at home with the people that we live with, and using technology like phones and videos to be able to communicate with them. But it is very dangerous to be letting a guard down now, especially at this time where in the northwest it's peaking with many deaths, and we don't want that second peak. We need to be the curve to be going down, deaths to go down, and it's important that we exercise social distancing on Eid and avoid any mass gatherings as well, which is goes without saying. And just a final little point about last few days of Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the ability to maximize the opportunity that we have for the last few days of Ramadan by reconnecting to our Creator. We ask Allah for forgiveness. We ask Allah that we be able to catch the special night of Laylatul Qadr. We ask Allah to be able to read as much Quran as possible, to understand the Quran, keep us connected to our scholars, and follow their advices, and hopefully keep everybody safe. Alaikum salam.